Before doing this research paper, I had no idea what microfinancing was. In fact, I'd never even heard the term. So I learned a lot from this assignment. Microfinancing is a service offered by some organizations that gives persons access to credit and other financial products that they would not ordinarily have access to from commercial banks. Sometimes the loans can be as low as $100. Other financial services offered are savings plans, insurance, and even financial coaching. Many of the organizations that facilitate microfinancing are not for profit organizations. In most microfinancing arrangements, members pool their savings and the funds are used to extend small loans to members of the savings group. One of the main goals of microfinancing institutions is to empower people. Many of the institutions provide services in poor countries. It is believed by giving them such an opportunity, they may be able to help themselves out of poverty. Microfinancing is generally geared toward women, who account for up to 95% of the microfinancing loans granted. As previously mentioned, the people who primarily benefit from microfinancing are those who are considered to be poor. This can be someone who is presently unemployed but may be working towards starting his own business in order to improve his situation. It may also be a farmer whose income is depending on the timing of his crop. Commercial banks do not offer services to such individuals because it just is not profitable to them due to the small sums of money that these low income persons may need to borrow. Banks are also not willing to take a chance to lend money to these individuals. They feel that lending money to people who are unemployed, are considered as low income individuals, or whose employment is seasonal is just too risky. However, it is interesting to note that these microfinance loans have a lower rate of default than those of commercial banks. One such institution, Opportunity International, which is a not for profit organization, boasts of having a repayment rate of 99%. Here in the Bahamas, we have formal and informal microfinancing facilities, although they may not be referred to by that term. Credit unions offer a type of microfinancing. They encourage their members to save, and once they have consistently been saving for a year, they will have access to credit facilities, some of which they would not have access to through commercial banks. Also, a tradition that has been passed down for many generations here in the Bahamas is something called holding an ASU, which is an informal savings plan. This is where members save by giving a predetermined amount of money either weekly or monthly to an ASU holder for a particular period of time. Over that time, each person in the group will get a lump sum payment called an ASU draw. For example, 10 people may commit to saving $1,000 a month for 10 months. At the end of that 10 months, each saver would have received a draw of $10,000. Many Bahamians have built homes, bought vehicles, and put their children through college with the help of these ASU savings plans. Microfinancing is a very useful tool, particularly in developing nations. It provides the following benefits to its users. It can give people the jump start they need to get out of poverty by giving them access to credit that they otherwise would not be able to qualify for. It helps people to provide a better quality of life for themselves and their families. It encourages saving, even if it's only in small amounts. And small loans made available through microfinancing can help entrepreneurs to get their small businesses off the ground or to expand an existing small business.